there's tiny details in the song that if they don't end up the way we want them to be, it's like we're going to be stuck with this thing, and that thing is going to be there for, you know what I mean, you're going to have to, you're trapped in another dimension with this song, with this bit that isn't right. So I think that you're that bothered about getting that right. I think by the time that's done, you've nothing left really for bothering about. It's not even bothering about. It's like, right, okay, so I done that call with Glenn Kelly the other night, and we were chatting away and all that, and then after it, Rab sent me a text and says, "Oh, that was good, that." I was like, "Oh, right, you were listening." and it surprised me that he was listening to it, because I could only see Lorraine in front of me.
So you're not thinking about there's four
So there's a part of me that's probably just that you're there in that moment, that thing, and I can be quite unnaturally detached to the rest of it.
Right.
So it's not that I'm cool at it, like, it's just, I think I've just got a weird kind of like, when I'm there doing that thing, the rest of it sort of disappears, but I think it works out. It probably works out well like that if you're in a band or an artist, because you'll know then. It's the same when we're playing on the stage. I wouldn't feel that confident. You know, sometimes if you see a comedian or you're on a stage, there's a lot of things that would, like being in the same kitchen as somebody that I don't know, that would make me nervous, right?
Really?
There's a lot of things that would make that. If I was in the kitchen as somebody that I didn't know, I
have to be honest.
If we were both doing my business, I probably would. I don't know why, but there's weird that if a corridor's too tight and somebody's walking back, there's certain things that I just feel a bit weird with, right? But I think that there's other things that I don't think about. So whether it would be like, even last night, right? Another example is that last night I came in we were practicing with the band, and I came in and the documentary was on. Near the end yet. And a lot of people started, Molly, my fiance, was reading like some comments to me that people had wrote about it. And then it just dawned on me that, because it was like people who were their sisters or their brothers were killed in it, and it was all different people that were sort of even connected with it. And they were all talking about how, you know, like they were all really complimentary and all that in a way that was quite, I was just like, well, I don't even know if I deserve that, you know what I mean? But it was really nice, all the things they were saying. And then it just dawned on me that why was I not really nervous about when this was going to be? Because I just didn't think about this further down the road. Even when they asked me today, I wasn't thinking, well, I'd be a bit hurt. I wasn't even the thought of the possibility that it's not going to be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not going to work out.
Probably
and that's a weird thing to have, I think, sometimes, but I think it is something that probably suits, probably only being in a band.
I imagine that's a good thing.
Any other walk of life, man, it'd just be like, yeah, I don't know.
So walking out onto a stage with, I've seen you at Tina Park and massive crowds. What about you, Rab? Do you get nervous going onto stage?
No, really, to be honest. Like, I get excited. It's just cool because, like, I'm always there with my mates. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think if I was doing it on my own, I'd probably be more nervous. But I know if I make a mistake, I can try and blame it on somebody else. So if something goes wrong, do you know what I mean? I can give somebody a look and it's like, oh, I've just put it on to you. But no, I don't really get nervous. And I have to be honest as well with that last question. The reason I was on the live thing on Instagram, it wasn't for James, it was for Lorraine as well. So. the disclaimer, I have to get that out there. But I don't get nervous. Which Tina Park were you at? Was it the 2008 or the 2009?
Both. I don't date for you after like
both
after like a few decades. I don't date for you anymore.
You've lost it. I was at I was watching that back when I put it on the story. Actually, I was watching quite a lot of the clips back on YouTube. It's incredible for somebody like me. I'm quite an introvert, to see how you can walk out into that kind of crowd and just own it. It's like, I don't get it. I can't imagine how you would. I'd have a heart attack, I think.
I'm not really loads of things, but it's hard to imagine like the things that would be really hard for me to do. And I think the thing is, it should be. I should feel like that. The kind of personality that I've got.
Aye.
Like when we first practiced, I remember there was somebody, but it was like when we were the first time I heard that electric guitar and all that, you know what I mean, Rob was playing it, and it was just like wow and all that, and it was like we were practicing, and it was a guy that was our sister wanted to come down and watch,
right,
and I didn't want her to come down to watch because there was only a few people there, and I didn't want to sing in front of anybody else, you know what I mean. And it was pure like nobody could ever come down to like watch it or anything like that, because it was just like the thought of somebody coming down to.
Because you can meet their eyes, I suppose. It must be hard to meet people's eyes when there's.
It's probably. I think that probably makes sense, because it's like, you know what I mean, if you're playing in like some room or whatever, and it's like there's
intimate, isn't it?
There's maybe 2 or 3 people.
Aye.
It's more intimate, I know, right?
Oh, totally.
So maybe I think that's maybe the thing that would have bothered me then, and the thing it would still probably actually think about it would still bother me then.
The gigs with my mum were always the hardest, weren't they? Like whenever we used to play in front of your mum and my mum.
Aye, maybe that shouldn't be true. You know what I mean? But then again, I think the thing is, if you're, you know what I mean, if the band are playing in, I don't know, somewhere in America, like in a weekday or something like that, and it's like we walk out and it's like a bunch of people that we've never met, we don't know, it's another part of the world, and there are like know all the songs and all that. It's like something about it feels just like it's kind of meant to be like that, but I don't know if that's because maybe you imagined it being like that when you were starting or whatever. I don't know, but it just seems like it's kind of meant to be like that. And I guess the more I talk about these things, the more I realise how lucky that I am that I've kind of got something that it feels right to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that isn't just even, that isn't that, I guess, it's not just always going to knock on your door, always guaranteed, you know what I mean? But hey, you're doing well with the interview, by the way, you're doing well.
I'm like a duck, I'm flapping underneath.
The grilling is a bit too much, but it's all right.
I'm buzzing for it. I really love the singles that you've put from it, so I'm excited to hear it.
Oh, well, I think you'll like it then. I do think you'll like it.
Definitely. Say you bumped into some lunatic that hadn't, or a youngin that hadn't heard the Glasvegas. How would you introduce your 4 albums, in what order, including Godspeed? What one would you tell them to watch first? Watch first.
I don't know.
I would tell
would you do it chronologically, mate? Or well, how do you do it in the house when you listen to the band all the time? Do you go?
I would, but I'm a bit.
No, I was talking to Rab. I was talking to Rab there.
I'm a bit old.
When I say I'm listening to in the house all the time.
Because I always listen for the first one. So whenever we've got gigs coming up, I listen to the albums to learn the songs again, because my mind. Right. So whenever I'm out running, I always put the albums on, but I put them on chronological, and I like doing that as well because it reminds me of certain things. But I think for somebody new coming to the band, probably the first album and then work their way up. Aye.
Would you know what to introduce some of the new stuff first? What would you do, James?
Sorry, I'm just getting this chair. I'd probably start with the Beatles first, right? And then I'd walk my way up to Glasvegas. I think I'd walk through all the bands and all that, and then I would get to us. Do you know what I mean?
And then get to greatness. Good, fair enough. What band would you want it to be in if you couldn't be in Glasvegas, or even now? What would you want to be in?
The Wailers. No, but that'd be a bit heavy, wouldn't it? Every night, I feel like being in Glasvegas, wouldn't it? Being in the Bob Marley Wailers. Probably something maybe like I don't dance and all that. That's another thing that would make me nervous. Like being out in front of people, it doesn't make me nervous, but being on a dance floor, getting near a dance floor, I get my nose just starts gushing with blood, man. It's just like, do you know what I mean? My horns just start melting, everything just, So I would say something probably, if I could be in another band, then that means I could probably be a great dancer and all that as well. Right, so probably something like the Bee Gees or something.
Oh, really? Brilliant.
Aye, and just like, you know what I mean? To be able to sing like that, to even consider the possibility of singing like that at that time, being a man, it's like, what the fuck, man? It was like, when I was talking about Bob Marley and the Wailers and the Bee Gees, they're actually probably not that unlike each other in a lot of ways, because that's just when men were men. You know what I mean? Still with it when you're listening to some of the Bee Gees songs, you're just like, it's just outrageous, so good.
What about you, Rab? Sorry, I'm calling you Rab like we're best pals. It's because I follow you on Instagram. I just see that.
I'd have been in something like Whitesnake or like a band. Kenny Loggins band or something. Do you know what I mean? The Danger Zone. I love like pure cock rock kind of 80s power ballads. So something with like I'd have had a poodle haircut, probably topless or a vest, a nice pointy guitar, something like that.
What do you think the next few years holds, James? Do you think you'll do more TV stuff? I've not what it's on my box to watch, so I've not seen the doc yet. But
I don't know. Time travel, maybe. I don't know. I'm holding it for the time travel. If the time travel doesn't work out, then I'll do some TV stuff.
I think you should do more TV stuff because it's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think you should do it for my living room and all, because I don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm firing me in for everything.
Well, I think you should do it because it's really good. I liked it.
No, good. I'm looking forward to watching it. This is a segue and a half. So that's on my box to watch. What do you watch? What's on Series Link in your houses?
Oh, right. Now you're talking, man.
We're quite similar actually in what we watch. I think like we normally suggest stuff to each other.
Okay.
Aye.
What kind of stuff are we watching?
So I was watching that thing recently, and it was like a pure cloud in my house for like 3 days. Was it The Fall?
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah. It was a pure depression in there for like about 3 weeks, man.
That's a really good program.
Aye, it was good. It was good. It was just, I don't know.
It's a lot, especially if you binged it. That's a lot.
Aye.
What was it? Paul was saying the other night, he was like, you need a palate cleanser after it. You need to get like Stargate or something.
You need to continue the comedy after that.
Aye. And then showed a Seinfeld or something after that. Aye, so that, but I loved I thought True Detective was maybe the best thing that I've ever saw.
Aye.
How did they make that, man? You know what I mean?
I know. I wonder how they start making things.
It's just unbelievable, man. Like that was my kind of thing. It sort of ticked all the boxes, man. It's like it's quite a cosmic, deep kind of side to it, and it was. But then it was. There was some of the pattern in it was really good as well, which me and Rob have recited a few times, but I won't do it now.
I watched some other things too.
There's one bit in it that me and Rob. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
There's one bit between what's their two names again?
McConaughey and Harrison.
Oh, God, it's like it says, you telling me you're a dick swagger, you remember that? Then he says something after that. I don't want to say it.
Oh, my mum's going to watch this. This is great.
We'll put some pictures over that. Good stuff. What's your?
I've
already got the cringe about this. What's your most used emoji? Do you use
it? Why about that? These questions are the most essential questions, man. Right. Okay. Let me see. My most used. I would say maybe the wee rabbit.
All right. Okay.
The wee bunny's face, maybe. I think maybe that. But yours is that the wee crying, laughing thing, innit?
Oh, good, the eyes. I use the eyes a lot as well.
All right. That's a good idea.
You see the wee puppy? That's been going out quite a lot. So
since the dog.
um,
What are you using the bunny for? I'm intrigued. Do you sign off your messages with the bunny? How do you slip that into?
Oh, I use the bunny just like.
James dresses the bunny up. He puts the bunny in different costumes and stuff.
I do.
Alright.
Yeah, I give the bunny jeans and stuff like that, and just freak everybody out, really. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you get the bunny's head, right? You get the bunny's head, and then you get like one of the big kitchen knives below it, and then you get a pair of trousers. That's the guy. That's the guy. You know
I'm
what I
trying
mean?
to find one of them to show you.
Well, I'm definitely going to do that.
I always make you a wee emoji picture, don't I, mate?
Aye.
Oh,
Aye.
Nicholas.
I think the last time you
That's
said
all about total
it's
it's about total communication with the text and all that. There's no. Oh, he does send a gift, but yeah, he likes a good gift. A really dark
like a good
gift.
Oh, aye, we're all about the gift. I think James's gifts are the best though.
What? Why? Because they're funny or they're a bit.
They're just wrong.
They're
wrong,
wrong. I don't know where he
Like
gets them from because he's not getting them for the same place that I find my gifts. Oh, to be fair, Paul's probably the darkest. I think if you're talking about darkness within the band, Paul probably takes it to new heights.
Is that
Even
right?
last night,
It does. Think about it, right? We've known each other for a long time now. And he said something last night, and it's probably the worst thing I've ever heard. When I say the worst thing I've ever heard him say, I don't really need to say him. I can just say the worst thing I've ever heard. So, and the thing is, because it's him, and because he's been dark for that long, it's all right then that he said it. You know what I mean? Whereas if it was somebody else that said it, they couldn't get away with it. You know what I mean? But because it's him, and it's like that's the way that he is. You seem to. I think what's happened is you just accept it. You know what I mean? You accepted it 10 years ago.
Aye, and you expect it probably.
I expect it now.
Do you have a Las Vegas WhatsApp group or something like that?
We've got like a group text. James doesn't turn his notifications on for WhatsApp, so we've had to just keep it to a group text.
Ah, right, okay. That wasn't written down. I was just intrigued by it.
I like to leave you with something that you can just have at your own wee club. You know what I mean? If you want to like moan about me and that, it's like get it all off your chest in WhatsApp and don't bring any problems to me.
I have to be honest, mate.
I think that's healthy, isn't it?
Well, it's been quite a while since anybody's had a moan about you, to be honest. Like, I'm talking years. I'm not even just talking.
Yeah, I'm talking about probably. I can think of. I don't know. I couldn't like. I can't remember any time anybody's moaned at us. Anytime.
That's because you were never there.
I can remember probably maybe one or two, maybe Paul's, you know what I mean, gave me a look or something like that. You know what I mean? He gave me a look in Japan like 15 years ago.
Was that before?
It's like I don't know. I can't remember any use moaning at me. Do you know what I mean? Ever?
No, we never did. It was always behind your back.
That's a healthy way, by the way. Always keep it underneath. I mean, whenever you feel it, and don't actually talk about it or don't let it out.
What's that?
Let it simmer. Do you know what I mean? That's what that is. It's turning into that emoji in it, but in real life. With a dagger, with an rabbit keeper.
I'll never look at the same again. Have you ever met I know you've toured with like amazing folk and opened up for you two and that. And have you ever met your idol?
I guess
anybody that you especially looked up to, I suppose.
Well, I guess like I started playing the guitar because of Oasis, and then we toured with them, so that was quite cool.
That's cool.
And they were really nice guys.
Just as wild as what's perceived.
No, we were wilder than all of them.
That's a claim. Really?
That's
I love that. That's a statement.
Probably,
Leon, you too.
At that time.
At that time, we were wilder than all of them.
Aye.
Wow.
Would it have been different probably if it was like maybe 10 years before that, maybe?
Yeah, they are, aye.
10 years before that, you're getting to Be Here Now phase. So would that probably have been just like trying to keep up, maybe? I don't know.
I'm sure we'd have managed.
That was one thing they're always really good at. Aye.
Do you think we'll ever see a reunion with them?
I do, aye.
I think so. Liam's clearly up for it, but take a lot of money, I think.
Maybe at some point, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, it's like now it's like like we used to listen to Oasis and all that, and then like, you know what I mean? Like now maybe be in touch with Noel and all that, and but I'd never even think about mentioning really anything to do with Oasis or anything like that. It's none of my business, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
and because you're still a fan, you know what I mean, and all that. But I guess I would probably, you would think that they would, you know what I mean? But then I'm just saying that because I like the band probably as well, you know what I mean?
I'd love to see it. What's on my wee pad?
I'll send them a text. You want to say?
You got to send them a text?
Oh, yeah. No, that's how you get blocked in it, the questions like that. That's a potential. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be in a sin bin. I like to keep Noel's number on my phone so I can show off anytime I'm talking to anybody. No Gallagher.
Know that he's done it. He's got a great
right.
Who would be in your super group if you could create one? Current people. No, like anybody.
Do you know what? I would
no Rabbit Paul anyhow. Let me get that right. Do you know what? Anybody apart from Rabbit Paul. I'll take anybody apart from Rita, and that'll be my super. That's what I'd consider a super group. Right, cool, but who
would I?
Me. Right, you want me singing? Wait, who else?
A different guitarist.
Oh, what are you going on the fucking the wind chimes or something? Oh, you're the manager, aren't you? You're the manager. That's
me. Oh, big time. 20%.
You're manipulating the band into like weird shit that they don't want to do and all that just to get some bucks. Right. So who's in the band?
Just me. I wouldn't be in a band with anybody else.
Yeah, so
do you know what that is? I can imagine you actually choosing that. That is outrageous, man. It speaks volumes, mate. Why did I not see that coming?
Fair enough. I've only got a couple of questions. You'll be happy to Ken.
Cool.
Why do you Scottish crowds?
These noodles are like.
Oh, get the noodles down, yeah. Sorry, I said finish them. Get the noodles down, yeah.
I've finished them, but they're just like.
Are they coming back on you?
Might feels a wee bit. You know what I mean? Let's wrap this up.
You have played all over, obviously. I've been to some gigs, not nearly as many as you have, but Scottish crowds are something else. And we're Scottish, so we're biased. But why do you think that is? And do you agree with that? There's a different vibe or energy to a Scottish crowd?
I thought it could be a few things, right? It could be a few things. It could be one, we're deprived, right? We're deprived of a lot of things, and we're just like happy that we've got like I don't know, something happening there, right? We're just over enthusiastic because we've not got much else going on all the time. Could be that. Could be that Scottish people are like known for drinking, known for like having a rowdy kind of, you know what I mean, time. It could be that. It could be. That's me actually. I've not got any other shit.
I was going to say probably top.
I think it's the latter, to be honest. Like the thing is, you do get good crowds in loads of places, but there is just something a wee bit different. And the thing is, it's hard for us to gauge because we come from here. Do you know what I mean? But if you listen to people who don't come from Scotland, then that's kind of when you hear the difference, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard for us to tell that because it's like, I don't know, that you, for example, you just, we played maybe for the first couple of albums with the tour and all that, and playing all the times that we played in Paris, I think it was on the third album.
It was the like Spider Monkeys.
And we walked in and it was just like, it was like playing a gig in Glasgow.
Really?
You'd probably, like that, like one of the mad kind of things like that, and it was like, that was us after playing in Paris, I don't know, loads of times, like with the other albums and that.
Right.
I don't know, and I'm talking about, like, the reason I remembered it is because when we played in Paris, like any other time, you know, the first couple of gigs you play there, it was just like, I think this, I mean, we've got different audiences that a lot of the time they just stop and watch it, that's what they do, right? It's not like a punk gig or something like that, I don't know. But Paris was like really, really, like, I mean, there's stunning watching, and then there's like, you know what I mean, falling asleep probably. I think it was just more just like, they just looked like, they're all there, but they're all looking like they really don't like you. You know what I mean? And I was just like, that's probably just like maybe I remember it being, but so to play all the times, and then just one night on the third album you walk out and it's like Glasgow, it's just, you're just like,
that's mad.
you know what I mean? So I think that although Glasgow and Scotland and all that is like amazing crowds for anybody, do you know what I mean? They are, but there's a lot of other places in the world that are, I don't know, quite surprising. But I guess with Scotland, if you don't have a good gig here, I don't know, they'll probably let you know, won't they?
I was going to say they're not the most forgiving, as a crowd.
Well, I don't know, because I don't even know if I've ever seen that actually. I don't think I've seen like a band maybe getting hit with a pint or something like that, or who was the band that played Tea in the Park and they were getting like hundreds of bottles for?
That was the Bravery.
The Bravery.
Aye, but I think it was like pish. They were flinging pints of pish at them.
Why was it? Because they came out with the bagpipes?
I think it was because they said, "Oh, we heard like you like to throw things here."
Oh, that's what it was. Aye.
There was a bag of shit not getting flung at them.
So that's the thing. We still get we love. You know what I mean? It was like they weren't doing it because it was having a bad gig.
Aye.
They were doing it because it's a joke, because the guy said that. So although they're going to throw missiles, it's like in a playful nature. That's what
I went to see, didn't judge me, but one of the Tea in the Parks, Nicki Minaj was playing, right? So I'm sorry, I'll regret this already, but she was so late and it was pissing down. So we didn't care, but we're like standing and pissing around for Nicki Minaj, who we didn't really care about. We just wanted to hear the dancey songs because we try to make excuses for it anyway. She came on like an hour late and she got booed, and I mean booed like I've never heard. Then she played the song that she had on the radio at the time called Starships. The crowds went mental. So she thought she'd won us back, and as soon as the last note ended, fucking booing again. Walked off the stage. It was just funny, just like that. We're going to enjoy this song, but we're still going to get a dick.
That's cool. It is cool that you can disconnect with that anger for like a few minutes and then go back in here.
No, you've no one is back yet. We're still there, like you. I'm not leaving the stage. Well, guys, thank you so much. This was a total pleasure for me. I really appreciate it. And
by the way, on that note, sorry, I was late. By the way. Sorry,
what was that? Sorry, James.
Sorry, I was late. By the way.
Oh, not to be daft. Don't be daft. No, it was great. I can't wait to see the gig. I'm excited about it.
Looking forward to it.
Nicky, that's how you do it when you're late. You just apologise, right? You just own it, right?
Life lessons there. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Bye bye.
See you later. Bye bye.